Hi everyone, welcome to the video by me, Dalek Destroyer 2016. First of all, I would like to apologise for my lack of content over the past week and a half. I've not uploaded any videos. That's because I was a bit busy. I was doing homework and I was just revising and studying for a test, so it got in the way of my videos. But now I'm back. That's all that matters. So today I'm here to review Power of the Daleks episode 2 of the animated reconstruction. I know I am a bit late on it. I wanted to do it on Saturday, but unfortunately my camera broke. So, but I've got it repaired yesterday, so now I can upload videos, and I'm now back. So, obviously, if you remember, episode 1 was left with the cliffhanger with the mutant. That's how the episode opens. Then they see it, and the doctor tells Ben to go and get a torch so they can find it. And then they search and they can't find it, but they realise on the floor there's an outline of the Dalek base, and they realise it's the third. There was 3 Daleks in there, not 2. So they were wondering, where's the third Dalek? So they go outside and they think Listen took the Dalek, but they were like, he hadn't opened the capsule. Because obviously they use that laser to get into it. And then they go out the capsule, and then but the Daleks are dead. Why would he take them? And then the doctor said, "This light is now dead, but watch." And then he turns on a light. And then they were basically saying it really doesn't matter if he has a Dalek, but the doctor's like, it's all that's needed to wipe out this entire colony. Then they try and find Leston, and they do. And sorry if I've missed out anything on this review. It's just I'm trying to remember as much as I can because I watched it a few days ago, so I can only remember about half of it. So they try and find Lesson, and they were like the doctor was saying to Ben and Polly, were you astounded, amazed when you seen the Daleks? And then he asked Lesson, you didn't even give him a glance. Why? And asked him, where is the third Dalek? Because they know he has took it. And he says, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he basically he tells them to leave. He says, keep your hands off my experiments. So everyone leaves the room with the capsule, and he's just in there. He goes into a cupboard, and what do you think's in there? The third Dalek. Then he pushes it out, and it has the iconic saying, they won't stop me experimenting. There must be some way to bring you back to life, and I'm going to find it. So, yeah. And then they do experiments. Well, they try to keep the doctor out of his laboratory. I think they go, they go to prison. I can't remember. And then he's experimenting. Basically the Dalek ends up killing one of the experiments. Well, when he brings it back to life, the Dalek basically kills him with the gun. I think his name is Resno. I'm not sure. I can't really remember his name because there's so many colonists in the story. And it kills him, but Janley told Listen that he's unconscious, he's not dead. But his body is dumped in the Mercury swamp. And Listen is worried that he's murdered some by accident, so he takes the Dalek's gun away, continues his experiments, and it's obviously finally finished. Well, they keep the doctor out. Then, sorry if I've missed it more stuff. The episode ends with a really good cliffhanger. Listen tells the governor, well, not the governor, the leader, that he's done something amazing. He's brought it back to life. They show the Dalek. He commands the Dalek to move about, saying push that chair and everything. He's saying push that chair and turn around, and obviously they recognise the doctor. Then it ends with that saying, I am your servant. The doctor's saying, it destroys humans without mercy, without conscience. It just keeps going, I am your servant. Basically just to block out his conversation. Then the episode ends. So that's episode 2 over and done with. Now I just want to talk about a few things that have happened over the past couple of days. Now, if you've heard the news, it was now 2 weeks ago now, that a lost episode was discovered, not of Doctor Who, but a TV programme from the 1960s called the Avengers. They discovered an episode from season 1. Now, season 1 is the most devastated. Like with Dart's army, season 2 is the most devastated. Only 2 episodes survived out of the Avengers. Now 3 have survived. The third episode called The Tunnel of Fear. But this person basically had a whole bunch of lost television programs. He had Z-Cars, Till Death Do Us Part, Up Pompeii. He had all the lost television programs. He had so many cans. It was just amazing. And I was like, is there any Doctor Who in there? Because that would be amazing. The guy who discovered them, or one of the guys who works at the BBC, he says he has trails to a third party who have more missing television programs. Could this mean more Doctor Who's on the way? Who knows? Because obviously we know this missing episodes announcement is going to be coming later this month. We don't know when yet, but the BBC basically have been saying this Doctor Who is a 6-parter. This could mean many things. This could be Power of the Daleks, Fear from the Deep, the Faceless Ones, the Abominable Snowmen, the Reign of Terror. It could be any of them. The Wheel in Space. I think I already said that. But yes, it's absolutely amazing. I'm having a feeling that this announcement is going to be coming next week, Wednesday. Because if you don't know what it is that day, it's Doctor Who's 53rd anniversary, and I will be doing a special video on that. 53 years of my favourite television programme. So I'm thinking they're going to hold off until then so we can get like a birthday. Well, we can just get a little gift from the BBC on Doctor's 53rd anniversary, which would be amazing, which they've done like obviously a few years when Enemy of the World and Web of Fear were rediscovered. So fingers crossed, guys, that more Doctor Who has been found. Now some Series 10 news. Apparently the writer who wrote Survival, the last classic story with Sylvester McCoy, he's apparently been brought back to write an episode for Series 10. I don't mind that. I've got nothing against the guy. I think he's a good writer. I've not seen Survival, so no one spoil it for me because I really don't want to watch it. I want to watch it at some point. Apparently he's been brought back to write an episode, which is the only reason why I'm excited to watch season 10, but I kind of really don't want to watch it, but I might end up loving it. Apparently, it's going to be this snake-like tall creature that lives in the Thames in London, which sounds great. But there's going to be monsters, hugging monsters, that have fucking emojis on their faces. Why, Stephen Moffat? What the fuck have you been smoking? They've got emojis on their faces. What the fuck is that? Seriously? Why emojis? Oh my god. They want to fire Peter Capaldi. They think everything's his fault. It's Stephen Moffat's fault, really, for what's happening with Doctor right now. They want to fire him. I don't want Peter Capaldi to go. I think he's a brilliant Doctor. He's just a really, really good Doctor. They want to fire Pearl Mackie already. She hasn't even had any screen time yet. The only time we've seen her is in an introduction to the new companion and a few small clips from like filming locations and stuff and that. So they already want to get rid of her and she hasn't even been on screen yet. What the fuck are they thinking? I think she's going to be a good companion. The connection between her and Peter I think is brilliant. So yeah, the only thing I'm excited for is the writer from Survival. Also this Friday it's Children Need charity night, and we're going to get the sneak preview of the brand new Doctor Who Christmas special, The Return of Dr. Mysterio, and it looks fucking shit. But the main reason why I'm watching Children Need is to help families and children all over the world, just outside the UK basically, and yeah, that's the only reason why I'm going to watch it. But I don't really know if I'll watch the sneak preview if it ends up being terrible, like the worst thing ever, but it doesn't seem right, to be honest, about, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. Also got some new DVDs over the past couple of days, just let me get them. Here's my new DVDs. I got Doctor Who, The Keys of Marinus from William Hartnell, The Aztecs Special Edition. I've already watched this. Really good story. I would highly recommend it. The Doctor nearly gets married, which is quite cool. This also contains the the reconstruction of Galaxy 4, which is a lost classic from the 1960s, but they rediscovered episode 3 in 2011. It's finally released on DVD, and I watched the reconstruction. It is quite good, but what's unfortunate is the last 27 seconds of episode 3 is missing because due to film damage, which is quite a shame. The moon base with the 2 animated reconstructions of episodes 1 and 3. I've seen the episodes 2 and 4 Lost in Time box set. Absolutely brilliant story. First time I watched it, I hated it for some reason. But the second time I watched it, I absolutely adored it. I thought it was just brilliant. And the final DVD, The Enemy of the World. Basically, this story was rediscovered by Phil Morris in 2013. The BBC kept episode 3, but he found the rest of them in a TV station in Nigeria, so now we can experience the full story, which is absolutely just brilliant. And people say this is one of the best Patrick Troughton stories. I've not watched it yet, don't spoil anything for me, but I know he plays the villain Salamander and the Doctor, obviously. So yeah, I can't wait to watch that. People say basically if you took James Bond and put it into a 6-part episode, you end up with Doctor Who, the Enemy of the World. So I'm not a fan of James Bond, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what's in it and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm done. Didn't get any new figures. I'm still waiting that big surprise. I know what it is. I'm just trying to track one down. This video may take a while, people. It might take about 3 weeks to be on YouTube. I'm not saying that's how long it's taking to upload it. Just until I get a set, I will do a review on it right away. But it's I don't know how long this is gonna take, people. But when I get it, the review will go up shortly. Straight away. So yeah. So fingers crossed for more classic Doctor Who. I'll enjoy these new DVDs. So yeah, thank you for watching, and bye for now.